It is another day in the CS market, and we are still seeing some crazy price increases across gloves in the glove case, across items in the glove case, or coverts, I should say, that trade up to these gloves. It's pretty ridiculous, and the glove case was pretty much like the best thing in the game right now. Everything in that case is going absolutely crazy. We're seeing the Dragon Lore blowing up again as well. This isn't too shocking because once again, high tiers got destroyed off this update for no reason. It's not surprising that money is gonna flow back into them eventually. But if any of you are just sitting in the game right now and you're like, wow, I've made a lot of money in the past week, and you have bought the dip, just be aware that you could sell stuff for some really good prices right now. I'm not really in a rush to sell personally, but I did want to cover this first and foremost. I'm always a fan of taking profit. You never know when we're going to get Valve releasing some weird update that crashes the market by, 75% in some skins. But just in case you do want to take profits, I'll show you guys. On Skinland, they sponsored this video. I'll play the sponsored segment after this. $8.44 for these hand wrap slaughter. On CS Float, they're selling for $8.50. That just shows how good the Skinland selling prices are. And if you guys want to buy skins on the other end, I've covered this a bunch of times, you could go to the buy skins section, sort by coverts. For whatever reason, all the trade holded items are usually a lot cheaper, so you put on all the trade hold filters, and then you could do low to high or just search specific skins like an AK Nightwish or whatever. And this is how I've gotten $15,000 worth of incredible deals. If you want to buy skins or cash out your skins instantly at a great price, check out skin.land, where you could also get a free $10 bonus on your first sale. Skinland is now the official partner of Team Vitality, one of the biggest and best CS2 teams, and it's very fitting because Skinland is one of the best sites. Just make sure to click that link at the top of the description for your $10 bonus, then go to your profile and enter your trade URL, and you're all ready to sell and buy. Then select the skins you want to cash out instantly. Just click the skins you want to sell, select your payment method, either crypto or various bank transfer methods if you're in Europe, then just confirm the trade the bot sends you on Steam instantly, and you're done. It's the best time to buy skins while the market prices are at their lowest. Skinland offers the best deals and the largest selection of skins available for purchase right now. I've spent over 10 grand on skins recently and got prices well under CS Float. It's very worth it. So whether you're looking to buy or sell, check them out with that link at the top of the description and get your $10 bonus today. Either way, let's cover the rest of the market. Once again, we're still seeing prices increase in stuff like the Dragonfire in the glove case, and this is very not surprising. I covered this. If you think the gloves are going to be increasing in price back to somewhat normal levels, obviously the stuff that trades up to them is going to be increasing as well. It's just the most obvious thing ever. I bought these for $170 each, I believe. I'll show you guys them in my inventory so you don't think I'm a liar. Come on, load. Oh, Steam, don't do this to me. They're in here somewhere. There's a buzzkill. I guess I gotta just randomly select until I find them. There's one of them. I bought 3 of them. $7.60 on the Steam market. I bought a lot of stuff here. I didn't buy any of that. Where is it? I don't know. They're in here somewhere, but you could get the vision here. There's a lot of crazy stuff happening in the market right now. I still do believe stuff like Dragonfires, especially in field tested. Don't dog on the field tested at all here. I still think they could increase in price. I think they could double in price, to be honest. $800 for field tested. I mean, no, that's probably a bit too much. Maybe like $600 they max out. Because you could kind of manipulate trade ups to where you get some certain like super low float field tested or some, high float minimal wear ones, mix them up and stuff like that, and then you could get a minimal wear result. So especially if you got field tested low float Dragonfires, you could sell those for a massive profit as well. So either way, there's a lot of opportunity there for sure. M4 Buzzkill, in fact, it was $1,000 pretty much. It's just absolutely crazy. I couldn't even get one in fact new. I only got minimal wear, but I'm still a big fan of those. And if you want to actually really step it up, there's gloves as well. There's gloves out there that you could easily buy. Me personally, I'm not a fan of the field tested gloves simply because there was a lot of them that came into supply off the bat. And even though they have increased in price, and they're still probably, they're not really near what they were at before. Not really, at least. Maybe back in July prices, but they were $6,000 before this, and they're like $4,200 now. Maybe the risk to reward is there. It's not like horrible, but at the same time, I wouldn't be in too much of a rush to buy those. There's a lot of supply coming in for those. I think you could get in at a much lower price in the next couple of days. So just keep that in mind. We are going to see some crazy price action still over the next few weeks as people are taking advantage of those cheaper coverts that they got. And as coverts increase in price, we're probably going to see things stabilize a lot more. As for stuff like high tiers, I'm still a fan of it. If you could get in at a good price, I think you're doing fine. Oh, one thing I wanted to cover is phase 2s. These are one of the things where they got wrecked as well. If this wants to load, they got wrecked as well. Still over the past 60 days, down almost 40%. Same with the Karambit Gamma Doppler and stuff like this. I mean, I don't see a reason for this. As you guys saw in my inventory, yeah, right here, I bought one of these for like 23, 2400, 2200, something like that. And it's at $3 right now, which is great. I still think it's got plenty of room to run. I think these got way too wrecked. There's no, why is it showing 1900? It's definitely worth more than 1900. Am I looking? Yeah, I'm looking at the Karambit. They're like 2900. These were $5 before this. I think they could get back up to $4 easily. Once again, bit of supply shock with the cheap coverts coming into the game, but these are one of the things I wanted to buy for so long, and they came back down to the perfect level, perfect pre-hype level here that I bought in at, and now they bounced again. So I think they're relatively low risk, even at the price they're at now. We could see some choppy price action, but still, I think phase 2s are a great buy. Karambit is my favorite. That's why I bought that one, and I think it's still doing great. Now, with a lot more liquid knives, like the Butterfly Fade, is it not on the front page? It's not, I guess. Oh, yeah, it is. Butterfly Fade. This is another one I bought for $2,400, I believe. Still down 34% over the past 60 days. It's a super liquid knife. It's in the breakout case, which I believe only has 12 knives in it. I believe. Does it have 2, 5, 8, 11, 13? Plus vanilla? Is vanilla listed? Yeah, it is. Okay. It has 13 knives, including vanilla. So it's like, I don't know. I don't hate owning a butterfly knife here, especially one of the good ones. I bought a butterfly rust coat, which isn't in this case, for $400. I bought my buddy Safari Mesh for like $300 at the very bottom because he wanted to sell it for some reason. I would gladly buy that. But the Butterfly Fade, for example, I still think that thing's good. I think a lot of people are going to be trading up. I believe it's P90 Asimovs. Let me check. I should know this by now. Yeah, P90 Asimovs, M4 Cyrexes. They're still increasing in field tested, but not the other conditions. This is probably because people are just trying to trade the fades, and they don't really care about the condition. Doesn't matter if it's battle scarred, you could still get a fade. Doesn't matter if it's field tested. You don't really need to pay for fact new. There's no reason for it if you're just trying to go for the fade. And even in field tested, like 168 times 5, it costs $840 to do the trade up. And there's like, I mean, the vanilla's a good knife. It's worth like $1,600. I think the Slaughter's pretty good right now still. I know it crashed on lot, and then there's a fade as well. So it's like a 1 in 13 chance, but it's like a 25% chance you get something good from the case. So how do I even want to calculate this? I don't know. I don't know if we're gonna see that. I don't think the Butterfly Fade is gonna get back to $5 unless we see P90 Asimovs and M4 Cyrexes massively increase in price. It's kind of rough. Because, you know, once again, you could trade up any condition to get a Butterfly Fade. You don't just need to trade back new skins or anything like that. So, I don't know. Me, personally, I would be betting on the P90 Asimovs to still increase in price. I think they could get to, like, 200 easily. I think people will still gladly take that risk to try and get a Butterfly Fade. And I think that will probably happen. I mean, Butterfly Fade is still, like, $3 right now. So, it's obviously super risky to do these trade-ups. I don't want to sit here and pretend like, you know, they're worth doing. The odds are not in your favor, but there are crazy people out there that will do them. And that's why I think the coverts are still going to increase in price. I would say there's more people willing to spend like $1,000 on a trade-up than there is people that are just going to unbox, you know, $1,000 worth of breakout cases normally. Because they are like $10 each. And this could lead me into my next little. They're $13 each, actually, plus keys. So they're $15 each to unbox, which is ridiculous. A lot of people are just going to be buying the coverts. But this brings me into my next section. It's I want to talk about cases. Cases are one thing that I really haven't talked about at all here. And I said at the very beginning, I was like, there's going to be no demand for cases anymore. Why? People are just going to buy coverts. But I'm stupid because you could still unbox coverts in cases, and now that they're actually really expensive, it makes cases a lot more, you know, worth unboxing, which is great. You don't need the 1 in almost 400 chance for a knife. You could try and get a covert, which is great. A lot more people going to be unboxing cases. I'm a big fan of the fracture case still. This is the case I bought like 2,500 of whenever it got removed from the game, which was really recent. I'm just a fan of it. Obviously, the new COVID update is probably going to make the knives a little bit cheaper since there's a lot of supply in this thing. But as a case to unbox, I think a lot of people are going to be unboxing it. It is one of the most unboxed cases in the game. I've showed this before. So, yeah, I think it's still a pretty desired case. I think if you want to buy a case, the fracture case is a one. I'm personally more of a fan of buying stuff like phase 2s right now and high tiers because they got hit a lot harder. Cases are already back at the level they were at before, if not slightly higher. So, me personally, I'd be taking the risk in like a Cramp phase 2 or whatever, something like that, or some of the high tiers that haven't recovered back to, you know, their highest price, because I think there's just quicker chances for returns there and better percentage chance returns. Like, in 6 months, I'd probably rather be holding a Karambit phase 2 than a fracture case. That's just me. I think it'll have much better results. So I think that is going to cover this one. You could still see there's plenty of stuff down over the past 60 days. So if you've been trying to buy something, the dip is still there. Karambit fades $2,500. So yeah, obviously there's some risk. If you could get coverts for cheap, that is still the thing I would stick with right now. And Skinland does still occasionally have some really good prices there. As you can see, I'll cover this one last time. I do it in every video, but I've still been buying a ton of stuff. I bought this because it's going to get removed from the game eventually. That doesn't really fit my thesis for this video. I'm going to hold on to this thing for like 2 years. Got this for a super good price. Got this for like $60 under buff, plus it didn't recover anywhere near to where it should have. And I got all of these for like dirt cheap as well. I think they're like 10 bucks under buff. And there's still so much stuff I have that's on trade hold. So once again, keep an eye out on Skinland. There's some really good deals there. Check what this code red is at. Maybe it's like 10% above buff, and then we could end the video. Code red. I mean, people love their trade ups, so that's why I'm a big fan of all of this. Oh my god, it's 40 bucks, and I bought it for 27 on the 31st, so a week ago. Oh, I'm getting that tonight, baby. Let's go. Okay, so that's gonna wrap it up for this one. 40% profit in a week from just buying coverts. It's absolutely crazy in the market right now. That's gonna wrap it up. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.